So tonight's true scary story is about a girl who literally witnessed 2 possessions and then got possessed herself from being around witchcraft. It is an insane story. It might be the craziest story I've heard yet. There are biblical references in this too also, so if you do not like that, then scroll. My IG is right here. I will leave it up for a minute. So today's submitter's name is Jay, and that's not her real name. She wanted to remain anonymous, so that's what we're gonna call her. Jay grew up in Mississippi. Now her older sister was a party girl. When she was about 11 years old, her older sister lived in an apartment that her father owned. She said that her sister was always partying, always drinking, always doing things that she wasn't supposed to do. One day, her sister is sitting in her apartment and she is reading a book in a recliner by her bay window, when all of a sudden she looks over at the window and she sees a reflection behind her. This reflection had horns and a huge head, and she absolutely freaks out. She jumps off the recliner, she runs into her room, and she calls her mother. Now her mother is very religious, and her mother convinces her to come home and go to church with her. Now this actually takes a lot of convincing because her sister does not want to go to church, but after they finally convince her to do so, she goes to the church and she goes and sees the pastor, and the pastor then takes all of the children that are in the church with them at that time and puts them in a Sunday room away from her. He believes that she is possessed. After looking at her, after examining her and talking to her, this is what he believes. Now Jay was one of these little kids that the pastor put in the Sunday room, and she wanted to see what was going on with her sister, so her and her friend actually snuck out and they were looking through the window to see what was going on with the pastor, her sister, and her mother. And what they saw was horrific. So what they see is the pastor and a bunch of other people start praying around her sister. Her sister immediately starts swinging on the pastor. She then drops to the ground and starts crawling around on the floor like a snake, like in between chairs and furniture. Then stands back up, her mom calls her name, and she looks over at her mom like this, and it looks nothing like her sister. Her mom, the pastors, and the other people then have to grab her sister and hold her down. As they are doing this, her little sister is looking from the window and she all of a sudden sees 8 white clouds, like clouds of smoke, form above her and then just move down the hallway as if 8 things were coming out of her sister. Jay said that she had never seen anything like it. When all of a sudden her sister gets up, she starts crying and she hugs her mom and says, "I am so sorry. I am so sorry. That was not me. I am so sorry." Her sister is okay after that, but then unfortunately 2 years later, she was unalived by a heart attack. So whether this was created from that or not, they do not know, but that is absolutely heart-wrenching. She was so young. Fast forward to when Jay is now 16 years old. She's in her computer room and she is playing with her friend on the computer. They are sitting on 2 chairs. One of the chairs has